Yeah, okay, the Zoom is open.
Okay, all right.
The 550, yeah?
I'll give you a minute.
Okay. Is that link?
Shmuel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me just close the door. Well, Ayin Aleph, Lamed Aleph.
Just a minute. So where is the Levi from Bubble?
Yeah, in front of Bubba, yeah.
So the alt is only in the 70s.
Yeah, it must have been 79. Berech. He was not well for a very long time.
How are you? How is Rachel related to cats?
Heidi, who is a Rosenberg,
Hi.
her parents were cousins.
Okay. Let me just wipe my glasses just a minute. See, my grandson has to make a siyum on Shnaim Oichzin. If you finish a Shnaim Oichzin, you really finish with Mitzir. So the last letters in Shvers, Shimon learns with him every night, 10:15 till 11:15, and I learn 1:15 during the day. Yeah, let's see if we can do it.
Okay. Which yeshiva is he in?
My goal is yeshiva, the son.
Okay.
It's a lot good as Paris, good. Okay.
Okay.
We got to the Mishnah.
We were right before the Mishnah. Okay, we can start from the Mishnah.
Come, learn how to fear. Chayot meyo bichlal, behemot meyo leharboy. Behemot meyo bichlal, chayot meyo lekderat. Tanya Rebbe Oimer, Eko Ani Chayo. Ve'imo Lama Nemo. Nemo Kan Ve'imo Tmeyo. Nema Ve'alon Ve'imo Tmeyo. Ma Ve'alon Tumas Kodesh. Afkan Tumas Kodesh. Was meint das?
Rashi, mal halon betumas kodesh kloima betame she'achal es kodesh af kan af korban oil v'yored diksiv oy nefesh shetiga umashma de benegias tuma mechayev le
Chayo
korban oil v'yored is yalfinam behog zei rishova de loy mechayev ad de ochil kodesh oy yikonis lemikdosh. That's when he's chayev kares.
ולאור מילסה יצריך לו.
Behemoth meya
בכלל
al chaya. The ilav, the kimlam is lon mizoisa chaya, the behema b'chlal chaya, lehavi miyater lon hai behema tuma l'gzer shava, lehavi motzle meimar ekrani chaya. We learned before a back and forth, gzer shavas, legabe behema and chaya and behema.
Yeah.
And then we learned that there's a special limud that he learned that the korban oil v'yored is only nageya tuma legabe achilas kodshim, because there's no issur of eating chulin betuma, but it does, the pasuk doesn't specify. So through this gzer shava we learn that it's talking about gzer, it's talking about achilas tuma. And you walked into Beis Hamikdash, and you're not sure if you did it or not, so you're a korban oil v'yored.
Okay, good. Good. בהמה תהוילו בכלל חיה, תהוילו ליצירה.
Rashi, the Gabachai ksiva yitzira v'yetzer Hashem alikim min ha'odom kol chayas hasoda.
Right.
V'nafkamino, what does it mean? V'yetzer Hashem, I don't remember. Elikim min ha'adom. I read it wrong. V'yetzer Hashem alikim min ha'adom kol chayas hasoda. Good. V'nafkamino lemapelas min behemo chaya v'oif. The Ka'amar Rab Meir, Teres Vlad Alehem, the Imon Yesheves Alehem, Yimei Tum, the Yimei Tyra.
It's just as if a woman somehow
gives birth to a min behema, chaya, or oif.
Otos Abdin, weil sie steht bei die Behemes, aber sie beschaffen für die Adomo, ob sie Adin, der Mensch, was man kann beschaffen für die Adomo, und mit Mela die Isho,
Drops one of these, yeah.
Or 2 months later, sie ist later.
Mm-hmm. Tumas Leda and Tumas and Yimei Tyra.
Yeah.
But Amina, it's interesting. It means it'll be, if it's a Zachor in the cave, it'll have a different dinner. Amina b'amapoles, my time with Rab Meir, hoil v'nemar b'hen yitzira ka'adam. Because it says, Vayitzer Hashem Elikim min ha'adama. Vayitzer. So the same lashon is used for a human being.
Yeah.
V'adin, b'hem t'meya b'chlal chaya t'meya. Nami, l'hai milsa itzrich alei. Ela kva parish bo milsachriti likadrebi b'chol deminayu nokat b'chol klali debraisa parish chodemilsa. What does that mean? That you can learn two things and he chooses one of the two? Or that it's open to two interpretations and there's Machlokes Rebbe and Reb Meir and it's the Gemara sometimes mentions one, sometimes another.
No. Who are the Behemoth Meyo? Rashi Zog, the Gemara is always taking this one is included in there. The Rashi Buwadin, the Behemoth Meyo, בכלל חיות מעונם להי מילסי צריך ופבוס זוג לגנבוס. אלו.
L'chayr mashma that.
אבל פריש ומילסי אחיסה לכדרבה. בכל במידה אינוקת. בכל כלול, רש"י זוג בארץ, it works both ways. אבל דברי זה עוד גירך, לא אין. בוס את מה שגידל שלו. אז רש"י זוג, הגמרא בודקת זוג בזה בזר, אז בהימות מאיו בכלל חיות מאיו, וממילא אז הפרוי בו.
Yes, for the same purpose, right? For the same limud, right?
Right.
But what is Rebbe's memra? Oh, Rebbe Akrani Chaya Behema Loma Nemra Kan Behema Tmeim Nemla Halon Behema Tmeim Mala Halon Tumas Kodesh Afkan Tumas Kodesh. Oh, so Rebbe uses it the Hekesh to teach me that it's talking about Tumas Kodesh.
Yeah.
That you're chayiv and oil of the Yerid if you're masupik, if you were over on going into the Beis HaMikdash, or eating rather, if you ate something that was tummy. Yeah. So what Rashi is saying that you could learn out either one of the two or both, but the Gemara chooses. Okay.
We really want to know it. We have to go from the beginning.
Okay. Anyway, we're in the middle of the Gemara. So it's L'inyan Yitzira. He's darshaning it L'inyan Yitzira, which means that if an Isha gives birth to such a Zach, she has to sit Yimei Tumah V'Taira. This nan hamapolis min behem chayev v'oif bein tameyin bein tahirin side tameyin side tahirin im zacha teshel zacha im nekeva teshel in nekeva.
אין לו ידוע, אישה בזוכו לנקי בדיוק רבי. וחכמים אומרים כל שהיינו בצורה סוד ואינו מלאד.
Oh. So therefore there's no such thing of sitting. Rabbanan Hai Kral Lamali. Kula Lachid Rebbe who does that's what it means. This is all according to Rabbi Yossi Aglili, Rashi tells us.
Yes.
But Rabbanon, who are public on Rabbi Yossi Aglili, says the Tanakama of our Mishnah.
You see the Rashi.
Yeah, I see the two Rashis.
Rabbanon, Ochagassina, Rabbanon, Aiko Lamali, Kula Likderebe, Amatnisin Koi, Ul Rabbon, die ganze Gemorre gegangen, Rabbi Yosef ist Mechalek, als der Vladi gestorben, Batmei wirst du Tome, und bei Tehoiro wirst du nicht Tome, ja? ולרבונון, דפליגה דרבי יוסף, מילי אייקרו דרב נחמן, יעקפינן מילי באיזה זהובה שבטמאו תמאו, אמר לי, נגד הרבי, חיו תמאו לגופי, באימו תמאו לגזירו שובו, אוקיי, חבל, mir ist die ganze Cheshbon gut.
No, so Reb Yossi Aglili uses this pasuk to tell me the chiddush that if it's in the behemoth tameya, you become tamei if you put your hand in. But the Rabbanon don't use this pasuk. So what did they use it for? So they use it for to tell me what that it's talking about in Kabbalah Levi.
Yeah, under if you really want, we have to do the ganze Amud again to understand this.
Okay, 1 second. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just take a look at this summary. Okay. Hagmara Chayzeres Atul Machlokes Rabbi Yossi Aglili v'Chacham Shemsnei Shael Hagmara Rabbanan Hachelkin Rabbi Yossi Aglili v'Savim She Uber Shel Behemoth Meir Shemes Eina Mitame Tumas Nevela High Crop Pasuk Zeh Shel Oy Nefesh Ashatiga B'Chol Dova Tomei Oy B'Nivlas Chayet Meir Oy B'Nivlas Behemoth Meir Shemenu Darsh of Nachman by Yitzchok Leil Das Rabbi Yossi Aglili Sheuba Behemoth Meir Mitame Lomali Mahem da Shiva Gemara Ladas Rabbanan Kula Kidrebi Kol HaPasuk Niftak Tel Lulamed It's like Zer Shav Shal Rebbe Miloshen Behemoth Meir Kumesh Zbai Leil Shaloshen Zeh Nidrash Kzer Shav Kedei Lulamed Shamduba Bitame Sha'achal Kodesh Oy Nichnas Lemigdosh. Right, okay, good.
Good.
Someone who touched the Chaya Tameo and he went into the base of Mikdash, and he's Mesupik if he touched it or not, and he went into the base of Mikdash, so he has to bring Kabbalah Levi. That's what they use it for. Okay, very good. New Mishnah. Ha'isha Shemes. Ha'isha Shemes Lodo B'toich Meyeho. Okay. Uposhta Chaya Es Yodo. You're talking about Chaya is a midwife, yeah? Es Yodo V'noga boy. And this midwife touched the dead baby. Hachaya Tmeya. Tumas Shiva. Va'isha Tahira. Ad Sheyotza Vlad.
The same Vlad that makes the Yoledes Tomei, same Vlad, the Nishma Tameh, the issue of Favos L'Chure, only by the issue of the stum of blue. The Shari is no Favos Veld Yoledes.
Right. Why will Yoledes become Tameh? It's a hidden tumor. Okay, where's the Mishnah? Where's the Rashi? There's the Rashi. Daled. Okay, so the first Rashi is on the Gemara. So let's take a look at the Gemara. Amar Rabba, Geshem Shetuma Blua Eina Matama the Mama Blue Tuma Blua Eina Matama Kach Tara Blua Eina Matama
Stop.
Eina Matama Eina Matama.
What is the case?
Okay, 1 second.
Rashi.
Kshem Shetuma Blua Eina Matama Acherim the Mefarish Bakra Behead Yekidal Kamon Kach Tara Blua Eina Matama is Inish Matame. Kigoin Bola Tabas Tahira. V'nichnas lo oyel hames. Aha. Eina Matama.
Blue is the ring, yes?
Right. And he goes into an oil hames, so he becomes Tameh, but the ring does not.
Eina Matama.
Right. So that is Tameh.
The Yali become a Okay.
All right, so now the Gemara is going to get down to the business of explaining all this. Tuma blua minolon van face me as a tuma blua is nishmetame.
Remember, but Bayas right now, the case of Tuma Blue is Aisha Shemeis Vulodo Butoch Me'eyo, so the issue doesn't become Tome because it's a Tuma Blue.
Right. Perceive. Steht in Posik. V'ha'oichel min nevloso yechabes begodov.
Einer, was heißt, Akazais von der Leid, von der Oif Tome,
Yeah, yechabes begodov. Es tome and es metame begodov. Mi loy askinon de ochal somoch l'shkis achama. V'ko'omar rachmana toher.
which means,
Oh, this is talking about in the Veil Seif Toher.
yeah. Yete Akazais from the Velas of Torah, which made him Tome.
No, which made his begodim tame.
Miti Bugodi.
Right, okay, yeah.
Now, you went to the mikveh before sunset. 20 minutes after sunset, the tumor is still in his stomach. When we Werter Torah is a raya, as tumor blue is in the So that's the ochal somuch l'shkias acham.
Yeah.
He became Tome instantly, yes? And he went to the mikveh right away. But when there is Erev Shemesh, the tumor is still in his stomach, yeah?
Uh-huh.
The Kormach Moletor. So the Gemara is nicht gerät. Mit Dilme,
Call from
mit Dilme shine also the Chazi Leger. Which means, du weißt, was wird nicht Tome, nicht weil er Tume Blue nicht mit Tame. Weil what makes it into Nevele, nur über Ger wird es essen. Keiner wird nicht essen, als sagt, was muss schon gestunken, yes?
Yeah.
Hört sie der Rashi?
Like Chasi Lager. Uksiv. Like say Chelu Konavel, Lager Asher Bashorecha, Lager Asher Bashorecha, Titan Loy, right?
Right.
Haruya Lager, Kriya Nevela. She'ain Haruya Lager, ain't a Kriya Nevela. So the Shem Nevela does not attach itself to anything that's not Roy Lachi Lager.
Okay. Now, there's a long Rashi before, look. Kach tahara bruo ena mitame. Milo askinan, Rashi, second line, yeah?
Okay.
Milo askinan, afile bo'oichel nevele, samuch l'shkias acham. ועדיין בימיו, ולא נסעק לו, וכמתאר לקרוא בערב שמש. עלמו, מכיוון שנבלעו, הרי כמעוקלס, לעניין לטמא. He doesn't deny it.
Okay, so I'm saying the dafka reason he's learning that dafka right before is because there was not yet time for it to be menucheles.
Correct. Right.
Well, lekalem the time mishum the maga
Maybe the reason is not Tomei.
the maga basis storim lemitame v'toichai shel odom basis storim hu favos im kain.
אפילו שליש מטעמה במגע, אם כן תטמא לו במעשה. ואמרינה ביועצת דויפן, נהיד את תומאס בססטורם במגע לא מטעמיה, ובמעשה יהיה מטעמיה.
Lashma mina.
Der Mensch geht, tragt doch die, ja.
Lashma mina blia me'akvasa miltame. So when did he become tame? In other words, when the minute he swallowed it, it's blia, no?
The minute you swallow it, it's already in your throat. Those is each balua. Balua means it's in your stomach. When he ate and he was chewing it,
The gorain is not called blua.
right.
And the stomach, it's before nisachel.
Right,
So it's in between. Okay. Oh, okay. So over here, we could have said that it's not roy lager. That's why it's not matame. And that's why he could go to mikveh right after Erev Shemesh.
Shmuel. He went to the mikveh before Erev Shemesh. Everyone that is Tomei.
Yeah, he could go before Erev Shemesh, right? He becomes tahar with
when Erev Shemesh comes, then Werter Toil. So the
Yeah.
Shemesh was Werter Toil. What noch? אמיר חבר רבי יוחנן דאמר, אחזו ואחזו עד לכלב שפר. That's in the pasuk.
Which pasuk?
No, da steht nicht im Pasuk.
Sagt Rashi, achazu v'achazu bein letamei odom, bein letamei oichlim, hi metam o, ad shetiposel me'achilas klovim. Ukro,
אבל כל זמן, אבל עשיס חוזר לאכילס כלב, even though it's not ראוי לאכילס גר, it's מתם. So ממילא, can learn from the various בהמות יואל. אין לו חנב שיש ראוי לגר, אבל עשיס ראוי לכלב, so how come it's not תומי? is a raya tume blue nishmatam, no?
Tuma blua is nishmatame, right, according to him.
No, was it for was mir sagen, actual tume blue is metame. Here it's not metame because he's strong again.
Right.
Kalaman de Omar was so this is to mit girl, so this to mit a kellet. Do you save the royal kellet? Me mele that was ein tome, yeah?
How is it royal kelev? It's in his stomach.
No, me made doch if he froze up. A kellet with the says not give it to sich das.
Uh-huh.
אני חבר רבי יוחנן דאמר אחזו ואחזו עד לכלב שפר. אלא למרפדיה דאמר תומו חמורו לגר. תומו קלו עד לכלב. משום דבר חזי לגרו. מה זה תומו חמור? מה זה תומו?
So that's what Rashi was saying by achazu v'achazu. Achazu v'achazu. That's the sheet, the previous sheet. That's Rabbi Yochanan. Bein l'tamei odom, bein l'tamei oichlim.
חמור is לטמא אודו.
And l'tamei oichlim is l'kula. The other two.
You realize oichlim is a blood, a tumor which is a vision. And tuma chamur, l'tamא odom is a tumor, yeah?
Yeah, but I'm saying the l'tamei odom, it only can be metame in order to make him a rishon, right? And oichlin, he can make a sheni.
שמואל, אחזו ואחזו מהם, סיה אבא תומר,
We understand the achazu v'achazu. The question is about Poda, who says only one.
מתפשטים גודות, מתפשטים בפד. אחזו ואחזו בין לטעמי עוד ובין לטעמי אוכלים, אם לטעמו עד שתיפוסל מאכילס כלום. הוא קרוא,
Right, this is the Chomet de Geshita.
הוא קרוא למיעוט.
The question is lemiute, right? Heched de Sviach Mechayim. Who does it? The pasuk is telling me what? If it's Sviach Mechayim, then he's not metame.
He's metame, right?
Aval hecha the nearest leger b'shas misa.
Means if it's not a sricho and it's still raw lachilas klovim,
Lachilas ger. Aval hecha the nearest leger b'shas misa. V'chola Allah shem nevela. Loy poka mino shem nevela ad lekelev. That's the shittas Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan has nothing to do with gerim. Hacha come entirely beher shemesh.
so Shapir matzis the melech. The time in Mishun Bli, yeah?
Right. So him, you can understand that the time is mishum bli. Why? Because he says it becomes tamei, even though it's roy lachil, not roy lachilas ger, but it's roy lachilas kelev, and therefore we understand that the reason that he becomes tahor, even though the food is in him, is because of bli. Ela lebar pada, amatuma chamura letame odom he kriyot nevela calls man sharuy leger, nor is man calls man sharuy leger. Das heißt Michael Odom. Aber mir kann ve'eloch ein Shem nevela leha.
Musa raw lachilas odom. Aber es ist raw lachilas odom, ein Shem nevela leolios av.
Avatuma. Elo oichlin umashkin hu demetame. Oh, that's what it means. So it becomes a Rishon. No, and a Rishon could be metame oichlin in mashkin, but not an Odom.
So go back to the Gemara now. Omar Rabbe, כשם שתומו בלו היינו מטעמה, כך תאווה בלו היינו מטעמה. תומו בלו היינו מטעמה. נכסיב, האויכל מנבלו עשו אחד וסבול von der Nebelas of Tor. Milo askinen beochal סמוך לשקיעת החם. וכהמה רחמונו, טוב, זוכו עוד מן הראיה, אז התומו בלו היינו משמטעמה. Gilme shano iso awesome the khazir be ani khaber yirkhulu bezok that as shem avatume muzain behoy lager, and after you swallow it, it's not hoy lager, it's made the raya once the raya is a good raya, yeah,
Which means that according to him, it doesn't have to be Tuma Blua.
no.
Yeah. Because if we want to be medayik that it's Tuma Blua, that's why he could become Tahor. Nay. According to Rabbi Yochanan, he could become Tahor because it's not Roy Leger. That's the explanation. In other words, Honichel Rabbi Yochanan, that it's not a good raya.
Cook the version from the Gemara.
Yeah, okay.
Rabbi Yochanan Omar achazu ba'achazu agle kelev shab. As long as it's raw lekelev.
Okay.
The mele di raya.
Oh, yeah, verkehrt. Yeah, okay.
Okay, right. Ela lebar pada de Omar tumo chamur leger. Come to choice the minute is swallowed, it is not raw leger anymore. Mele falafar.
The fire is a Kenever Tahor.
Betumo karad lekelev mishum de lechazer leger. Zog die Gemara leider lechazer befono. Which means the ger would not eat when he knows that the man swallowed it and threw up. But if he didn't see it, he would eat it. So it still counts as that's the Rashi.
Take a look at Rashi. Shloi b'fana mechzer chazia im bola chaticha ketana v'loi lo asa chazia l'misha lo yoda shebolo. So long as he didn't chew it,
Right.
and it's in one piece, and if he didn't know the yachas where it came from, he would eat it because it looks like a chunk of meat.
Right.
So now if we say this, this means that even according to Barpada, it would be Roy Leger and it'd be Roy Letuma. The only reason it's not Tomei is because it's Belua. So kommt das gut sei according to Rabbi Yochanan, sei according to Barpada.
Correct. Ashkelon Omer Aposi Kaftumo Blue. Tahara Blue Minaba, if you swallow a ring,
Yeah.
plug into all a mess, how do we know that the ring remains toil? Yom Tov Chomer. Listen to the Chomer. Uma Kli Cheres, Amuk Avsom Itposi. It's covered.
Sealed. Yeah.
שאין אמרתי לטורו שבתור יכול מלטעמי. שאין אמרתי לטורו שבתור יכול מלטעמי. You have a coffin that is covered. Tumo v'tzutzo focus ve'olo ad okir. Matzil al tahara שבתור יכול מלטעמי. Die Wörter, verstehst du?
Yeah, Rashi says, Shem hoya kazayis mes besoichoi ein blias hakli ma'akvosoi miltame es hakli. That's called hoya. So that's what it means. It means he has a kazayis mes and it breaks through the seal.
Right.
Because oilam and tame kol hamahilim aleho. I feel some lurkia. Alma I feel blias karka enema keves. Choshkem blias kli. So right now this is going connected on the surah, right? This breaks through.
We are in the midst of the Rabbi.
Okay.
Makli Cheres Amuk Avsom Itposi that protects Oichel from becoming Tomei. Afa became Tomei inside Bokas Voiva. Matzil al Tahare שבתור יכול Tomei. Der Kli Cheres gefinzach Bore Lames und in der Wenig gedoscht die Cake, was ist Tomei, ja?
What you saying the Gemara?
Ja, die Gemara.
Umakli cheres hamukut tzamach basel she'ena matzal al tum shabatoichoi miltame doma ma tumur tzutzu bakas v'oila ad lurkia matzal al tara shabasoichoi miltame.
This half you got, yes?
I hear.
Odom שמאציל על טומאה שבתור יכול מלטעמי אין הוגים שמאציל על טהרה שבתור יכול מלטעמי. We just learned that a man שעוד בזיך טומאה, לא? טומאה בלו איניש מטעמי. Remember, הכלי חרס Nish Maxin al the Tume Militame, Tumo Blue. Odom.
No, wait. Klicheres is matzel. If you put in a dava tahar in a klicheres,
well. A klicheres in Ishmatzil of Tume was gefinzach in a klicheres Militame Adorokia.
or if it has tyra inside.
Odom is Matzil. Odom is Matzil. Odom שמאציל על טומאה שבתור יכול מלטעמי, אין הדין שמאציל על טהרה שבתור יכול.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the other half of the right. Okay. In other words, the a klicheres does protect. If a klicheres that's summit puzzle does protect whatever is inside from becoming tummy.
Yeah.
So, despite the fact that whatever is inside, if it's tamei, is goes out. So an odom that protects it from going out is avada is going to protect it from coming in.
Right. So we go on there. מה לכלי חרס? שכן אין מטעמי מגבו. כלומר, באודם שמטעמי מגבו.
Yeah.
זהו גמור, עטו ענון מגבו כאמרו לה, מתוכו כאמרו.
Well, the Havamina is that you can't learn out because I have one thing that's different. The maskana is that thing that's different has to be relevant.
Yeah, not sure what's the mean. Yeah, normal, if you're trying to learn the Bilyana, every mile that you find by the other one.
Right. But he's saying that that's not relevant.
Rashi, Atu Anan Migaboy, Mia Finen Gav Odo, Gav Cheres, and Nifroy Chochi. Toich Kamru. Toich the Odo,
1 second, where's that Rashi?
the third line.
Ah, okay.
Atu Anan Migaboy Kamru, and Mia Finen Gav Odo, Gav Cheres, and Nifroy Chochi. Toich Kamru. Toich the Odo, Kamrina Mitoich Klicheres. Umado Hatoich Klicheres that protects the Hale, but it doesn't protect the Tume. Toich Odom that is protecting Tume, Avada Veter, Kolshken, Babachoy Melaminu, the other Rabbi, Toich Klicheres Chomu, Mitoichoi Shalodom, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to read like this, no Shmuel.
What?
Yes, you have to read the Gemara like this. Atu anon migaboy kamrine, mitoicho kamrine. Other than the cheres takes chomu, shekein metame me'aviroy.
I hear. They explain a little bit. You had a kasha before. I understood the kasha. So kach pish Rashi. Shekusha shagamar hoisa mitzad kula v'chumra. Shamatzinu kula b'cheres. She'ena mekabel metume megaboy. Hikshat hoisvis imkein ma tirtza gemara. Shahakav v'chayma hu metoichev le megaboy. Ahainu she'en l'schashev b'tzad kula she'ena metame megaboy. Kivin shalom dem rak metoichev. Hari adayin efshel farish as a lifrak as a kav v'chayma. Those fact hoisvis. Your kasha, right?
Yeah.
So he says, "Lo mitzad kula v'chumra, ela shenema shazu hasiba ba'atam lo ma'en nitma toicha shel klicheres mishum shahatuma lo yechoyla lihikones migaboy shegaboy lo mekabel tuma ve'ein raya l'odom sheyatzel taira shebatoicha." Oh, this is still part of the kasha.
Yeah.
This is what it says. Sh'af ba'odom yesh kula she'en mekabel tuma mitoicha. Aha. Weisen kabel chayme migav cheres l'toicha shel odom. You hear? He's adding another kabel chaymer. Ma odom, that's not mekabel tuma from inside, like a klicheres says, yeah. So klicheres is more chamor, right? So odom is kal. So therefore, what? Shema cheres shegabe yenim matzel al tumel shabatoicha miltame acherim, and nonetheless, a klicheres is not matzil. Uh-huh. Okay. He builds the whole thing into the Kal V'chomer. Ma Kli Cheres is more chomer than Odom in that it's able to be Matame Masha B'toichoi, and still by Kli Cheres it's able to be Matzil. Something that's inside is Alachas Kama V'Kama Odom. That's more Kal than Klicheres, should be able to be matzil. You heard?
Yeah, who's going to rush, you know.
Oh, okay. No, but he's it. No, but Taisus asked you a kasha, and Taisus answers the kasha.
אבל זה לא חושב.
Okay.
אבל דף לילה נגמר קורה, קוקוק נגמר. אודם שמעציל על תומו שבתוך חומנתם, אין יודעים שמעציל על טהרה שבתוך חומנתם,
Melitame.
היי מלך לחרס, שכן על מיתם לגבוי. So remember, the Ava meaning given, and we learned that normal b'dinav, right?
Right.
אבל בכל שיהיה בפרחי. אבל גם זהו נגמר, לכלר נצטם, הכל בכל עטו ענן מגבוי כאמורין על מתוכו כאמורין. אדרבה, פרחי חמור, שכן מיתם הם יעבירו. So the way Rashi says it, was in the learning Yoi, is cooking Rashi. שכן מטעם מהבירוי, ולא יגיע. מה שאין כן בעוד, וכך ליסה הרע שבדן את זה כבחוץ. מה אוויר כלי חרס, שאינו מבליע תומה שבו היא מלאתם. אמס? because the tuma is בוקס ואוילו. אף על פי כן הכלי חרס, מבליע טהרה שבו היא מלאתם. כלי חרס is protecting the טהרה מלאתם. אודום, שמבליע תומה שבתוכו מלאתם, אין יודעים שיציל על טהרה שבו מלאתם. אויל וקל, שאין מקבל אבירו אדום תומה לאויל. Good? So it's not a usual קל וחומר, was we can fragen, bitte מה לזה? כלל נראים אוויר כלי חרס, from אוויר אדום, ודן לא בכדי קל וחומר, just a second please.
I didn't go to him yet. No, I'm gonna eat something now. I'm hungry. I had other errands to do. So. Oh,
Okay, I'm going back. I'm going back in to finish it. So. The other phone was that Highland Health again. Actually, you don't know. You don't know who's going to be. Yeah, he's from a previous generation.
You should go in the beginning and see, it's not going, it's not inside, everything is outside. Yeah, somebody.
You're going to have to park far away. They're going to close off the street. You're going to have to park far away. They're going to close off the street.
Shmuel.
Yeah.
Tell Rachel that she can drive to 54 and park in my block is empty. Walk from 54 to 49.
Okay, the other blocks that are empty come out. I mean, it's only the 48th Street they're going to block off.
Right.
I'm just telling if they make a long levaya, I'm not going to be able to stand in the street for 2 hours. You know, sometimes. So
That you mean just standing in one place.
yeah, so I'll walk home if I can. Okay. Okay.
I would be you, Shmuel. Ich gehe da, bedenkst du, wie viele Gabeln dort on the 51st. Jeder Tag sie haben in vier Segel, remember? Remember, a block away from Lakewood Minion. You
Yeah.
nearby.
Yeah, near Batter, yes.
They have winter and summer, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock?
Why don't you come daven mincha at 4? Rachel will find a parking around there. Then you walk out from Learbater to 49. It's 3 blocks.
Okay, I'll see. Either way, I'm going to make mincha. I'll come back. I'll make mincha 6 o'clock.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, I have to tell Hertz that I won't be able to take him. No, I'm better off taking him. Okay. Okay. So we have a Kal V'chomer. So from this Kal V'chomer, we learn now Tumah Blua. Tahara Blua. Right.
Ashkechon Bolua de la Maila. I looked in the Rashi before. What we just learned was that if you swallow tumeh, right, that's an ishtome inave. Or the Bolua de la Mato minama. Rashi says, if someone pushed the kezayis nevele from milamato, yes, and he pushed it while it was wrapped in something, this is why it didn't become tumeh as they pushed it. Bolua de la Mato minama. Look at the Rashi.
Tachaloi derech Beisarei. Achenivla. Ukigoin. Shoytochov b'shreferes. Loitimai b'chnisose b'maga. Okay, he wrapped it in something, you said. Right, okay. Why should this be different?
מנין זאת רש"י שלאחר מכן לא יטמנו, לא ידעו במסה, בו זה מדבר. עכשיו הצידו את זה במגע ולאו אחיינו לטעמי מכוח בססטורי.
לא הבנתי למה פירוש רש"י.
לא זה בדיקה.
No, but what? Okay, what's the basis story on the way in?
אבל נשאר לפשטס, תגידו, אשכחון בולוע דלמיילו, בולוע דלמטו מנולו לשמתם.
But why are we asking that? What difference does it make Lamailo Lamato? It's both are. It's not called Bolua just because it came from another way. What are you? What's Gemara's asking about? If it's in the stomach, is different than if it's in the intestine. Is that what it's asking? You proved to me that Tuma that in the stomach has this din, but you never proved to me anything about the intestine. Is that the shaila?
שמואל פורבלת את מגילן, אז תומו בלו אין יש מטעם. אבל די תוירה זוגת, אז אין עוד גגסנה כזייס. אז יש תומו בלו מלמיילו. So your source is there. If this is your source, How do you know that it works the opposite way also?
Okay, fine. How do I know it's Blua Domailot? What does the pasuk say?
The Gemara doch gerät, dass hat gegessen hat Geseis von einem Pelas auf Tore, no?
Uh-huh. Yeah, Hoichem in the Vlosa. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Bolua Dalmata min Olan, Kalvachaimer. Umal Maila Sheina Isa Ikul. Matzil. Lamata Shoisa Ikul, Ainadin Shamatzil.
Was sagt Rashi?
Well, the Gemara right away asks the kasha. I mean, the intestines don't make equal. It's the stomach that makes equal.
Ja, ich verstehe, was ich gerade habe, ich verstehe.
Havamin is that when it passes through the intestines, it's already nisakel. That's what I would say. Let's see.
No, but Yeshua made Shmuel. Yeshua made us. The matter normally when it passes through the
Right. Normally, so it's already nisakel.
Right. Okay. Wie sagen Sie bei dir?
I'm looking now. The stomach. Shein oisiko v'afal pikein matzil miltame eshodon bolua is shalamato bolua shalamato sheyesh by kula bekach sheoise ikul v'nechshav ha'oichel shenesakel ke'enoi. I don't know what it means oise ikul. Okay, I guess it means it prepares it for.
No, normally if you eat food, the food is.
It's already nisakel when it gets there. No.
Right. That's me.
No. So I'm wrong. The stomach passes it through, but it's the intestines that grind it up.
Okay.
I think. Let me see. There's a ches. Ches. No, it's just Rabbeinu Gershom. Okay. They just tell me the source. Okay. If the Gemara asks right away. Klum oisa equal lamato. Elo al yedei mailo. Zok Rashi. Elo al yedei mailo. Im lo yikones derech hapeh lo yisakel b'mayayim lo ilom. Oh, that's what he's saying. The breakup of the food starts in the stomach and passes through the intestines. But if you're going to put the food straight in through the intestines, there's not going to be any equal there. The equal process has to start from the stomach, Zok the Gemara. Afilu hachi equal dolmato. Rav. Right. So the grinding process is more.
Ja, es ist sehr schwer zu verstehen,
Why?
Wow. The fact that by the end of the process it's being digested.
Yeah. So this I learned in biology, if I remember correctly. It passes through some of the enzymes break it up. But then as it passes, the intestines are a long thing. As it passes through the intestines, it's ground up and it's made into what is waste. So even though it starts in the stomach with the enzymes, the breaking it up is the grinding through process of going through all the 41 feet of intestine that someone has inside. It's like a grinding machine.
אשכחול בולוע דאודום, אז עשיניש מטעמי, בולוע דבאים אמינו, לא כל בוחר. ומה אודום שבטעמי מחיים? הלבדי כמנש רירתו איתו וברתתו.
Matzu.
ובולוע, באימו שאינו מטעמו מחיים, הם יודעים שתציר בבולוע.
No, fragt die Gemara zurück. Mal Odom shein kein tzarach shia bebeis hamnuga. Können wir beheim shein tzarach shia bebeis hamnuga.
A mensch was geht allein in Bayis Amanuga wird nicht
Has to be there at least a certain amount of time, right? K'dei ichila.
das was like. Prima bewein, sheino tznicho shihir.
What's meant to us that when it's in the Vela, it doesn't need time.
If your behemoth goes in, I'm not sure.
No, if a behemoth goes in, it doesn't become tummy. It must mean that when the behemoth comes in the Vela, it's instant. It doesn't take time for the tumah to descend on the behemoth.
Rashi sagt, dass sie Ratzach, a behemoth was geht allein mit Kelim, nicht, dass sie allein da Tomen und die Kelim. See the Rashi, Toima.
Yeah, I see.
sheino tznicho שיש עם נכנסת, תראו לו Kelim, הרי הם טמאים מיד.
Okay, but that's a shver. Okay.
והבועל הבית, קראים לו.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with a behemoth? Oh, the Adam will take in the kalim is also instantly. What's the difference?
Dein Kasche, der starke Kasche, so ein Grund von der Kasche der Reihe. If a man is dressed with a bgodim, varnish the bgodim tome, bis asidu ashehir. So medish kelim, if he is holding a ring, the bgodim was a trok, is echet kelim, und sie varnish tome, bis sie geht a river der Zeit.
That's what it's talking about. His clothing.
Ich bin Maske mit anderen Kelim, und ich sehe ja bei ihm, aber bei ihm ist doch die Musik von Kelim, do Kelim.
Is that true?
Das ist der Ding vorbei, ist aber nur kein Vertor, die Kelim wird.
One second.
Okay, die Gemara weiter, Leute.
It's not talking about a oil mess. It's talking about Beis Hamnuga.
Dabei ist aber nur.
So that means a house that became saras.
Ja.
Oh. Okay, I didn't pay attention to that. Okay. Okay. So the Gemara Kalim. No, I'm sorry.
Let's read the Pircha again.
Was sagst du as
מה להודו שכן צורך שיהיה בבייס המנוגה, לא? כלומר בבהמה שאין צריכו שיהיה בבייס המנוגה. זו גמרא פוס מיינסטיין דיין קש. בהמה דאינו צריכו שיהיה בבייס המנוגה למעט חסר, לכלים שעל גבו. עוד אמנם לא ימוד. Islam, נכנס, ודוס גזוק, das באמת ודוסות. נכנס לבייס המנוגו בקילו, מסג'קת על כספו, וסנדולו ותבויסו ביון, ובאמת, זה וזה ודוס גזוק. אז יש כאילו, הויו לובוש, קילו וסנדולו ולגלו, תבויסו באצבוי, הוא תואמה מיד, והם תואר למה שהיא שבכדי אחרי אספרס.
So the Kavachim stands.
Yeah.
What is exerts Kosov? He becomes Tameh, but the stuff on him doesn't become Tameh until Achilles based on right. Yeah? Okay. Achilles pras. What's for Achilles pras? Paschitim. Loy pas oirim. That's eaten more quickly. The paschitim. That when you're measuring a
and he's wearing clothes,
right.
הם תוארים עד שישב בכדי אחר אספרס חיתים ואת הסורים ואיסר אויך בליף.
Okay. Rashi explains it. Yeah, but Rashi, I mean, what if an animal's wearing a saddle? It has the same thing like begotten by an Adam?
I'm not sure the שיש because לא הדין הבנש וזה gain of them. So יש את החלק von der Beheme, but the begotten, a human being is wearing a beged, you know?
Yeah. It sounds like there's a custom because it says the pasuk in the pasuk itself. It says, Rashi said, it's the pasuk says that if he came into the house to eat, his kalim, his clothing becomes tamei. So it's only by begodim. V'haraya, he himself does become tamei right away.
Yeah.
So the Gemara just goes now, just to finish up, the Gemara says that it means Beis HaPras is from Chitim, not Soirim. I'm sorry, B'chdei Achilus Pras is Chitim, not Soirim.
The pas is paschit.
And Mesav, he's sitting. V'oichel b'lifton. And not that he's eating it fast. It means like a regular meal, like he's eating it with something else. You give him that much time, and if he doesn't go out, his begodim will become tamei.
Okay, yeah, it's more kuka minuti dafa in other from that.
Yeah, I'm looking.
The Gemara started Omar Rabbe, כשם שתומו בלוהו אינו בתאמו, כך טהרה בלוה אינו מטעמו. This triggered the discussion to the blue and Nolan, yeah? Frag die Gemara, guck jetzt bei uns. Frag die Gemara, Oma Robert dabei, was hat Rabbi Mechadisch gegeben? Sie offenen Mishnayos. Ich sage, Robert hat Mechadisch gegeben, ja? כשם שטומו בלו, זה מטעמה ככה, if you swallow a ring, והייתי גמור, אומר רוברט, הבית עלינו. טומו בלו, תנינה, טהרה בלו, תנינה. טומו בלו דסנאי, בולו טבס, תנאו, תוידו מוריכו בתרומו סורי. קיו, תנאו דטבס, ותימו סורי. The tabas, as she comes out, makes it top. Tahara blue tanine, Isnan, Bolo tabas, the oil of Benichlas, no abes. The he's of a shon of the top of the kilo, like in the choice, but came on his top. He said, the shiny is also to have a mechadish given the whole this amish.
What is Nichnas Loyal Mes Vehiza Veshina? What's Vehiza? Shina, he went to sleep?
No, Veshono. We have doch mazes an Shlishi Vishvi.
Oh.
Shono made the zweite Morgen.
And the ring was in him all that time, Hastis. Wow. The Ikea, okay. Okay. Is Kiko Amaraba Kigoin Shabola Shteta boys. Achas Tomei Viachas Tahira. Matanyale Tamei Latahira. He says the whole process doesn't take place when it's Balua. It's like frozen in time. That's his chiddush.
Right.
That the transfer doesn't take place b'blua.
Right.
V'ha'ubar, v'chaya, kishteta boys damu. With the hand of the chaya when it goes in, she's tahar. The dead ubar is tameh. Why is it like Shnei Tabois? Why does she become Tameh?
Weil Kakash eben du sagst, dass Tabas der Heure wird nicht Tomei. Und Tabas Tmeyo,
Right, because there's no process going on inside.
kann mit Tamel Uber lechaim.
Right.
Rabbe, Oive Sefer Lotzis. Rabbe, Uber Sefer Lotzis Tabas. He's Sefer Lotzis. It's the other Sache. It's not going to stay in his body permanent.
Elo Amarova. Pumpedisoi Yadi Taima the Hot Milsa. Umanu, that's Rabbi Yosef. Am Rabbi Yosef, Am Rabbi Huda Amar Shmuel. Tuma Zu Eina Medivre Torah, Ela Medivre Sefer.
And the Chayo steckt around die Hand. Und sie redet on the blood, und sie werden Tome, das ist noch da.
Right.
Du fragst doch Akashi, jo? Aber was wird ein Tabas nicht Tome für die andere, aber was ist das anders von Chayo? Der Rezis ist noch mit Rabon.
My Eina Medivre Torah, Ela Medivre Sefer. Was meint das?
No, ich Rashi sagt, was darfst du sagen, die Wörter? Einer mit dem Retter. So, mit dem Sofen. Mai einer mit dem Retter, oder mit dem Sofen. Du wolltest heime. Avive, der Rabakive, der Omar, Ubar, Bebe, Isho, Tome. ואפילו רבי שמואל דאמר, זוג איש זוג טרס, אז דווקא אליבא דרב עקיבא בזוגתא דרובר מסתומי, זוג מיר, חיו, ריר תמון, ואת מתונה מדרבנן. אלא אפילו לרבי שמואל דאמר, הוא בא במאישו כל זמן הגט השתרויס את זה תוהיו, כל זו בטומאה דרבנן. Heißt a viele Shmuel erst.
Even though there's no there's no tumor inside.
Right. My time, eh? Omar Abishai Gzeire.
Shema Yotzi Vlad Vishan Chutz LePresder.
Moishe. Shema Yotzi Vlad Moishe Chutz LePresder.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
When he's dead or when he's alive? There's Rashi. Say Shema Yotzi. The E Ames Chaya She Poshta Yoda Lemei Isha V'Nog Uber Mes Tahira Pa'amim Shavlad Moitzi Roishay Chutz LePresder V'Harehu Ki Yolud Umetame. Oh. Ukasvura Chaya Shadayan Hu Me'el V'Asir Tara. Avubroya Shoishet Yoda Lemei Behema the Ketani Masnisin Torah Lekalag Migzar Hochi Mipnei Sherechem Shalah Golui the Chimapik Chazale. Okay. So that means if the child, this has the human child, put his head out and then back in, he's considered born. And if he's born, if he dies, he's Matame. Uber is not Matame, according to everybody, right? But where's Rabbi Shmuel Shita?
Rabbi Shmuel sagt, dass Ober bemeisha ist Torah.
And Rabbi Kiva says that it's Tameh even if it doesn't stick its head out, right?
Right.
But Rabbi
Eber ist gestorben, ist Torah.
Right, and Rabbi Shmuel says gestorbene Uber is nicht Matame. Aber if it stuck its head out and it died, then it's Yematame. And so we make a zera otu zeh. Ihachi isha nami. The haste. Why'd you tell me the chiddush that the isha is not tame? Why shouldn't the isha also be tame? Because if in fact the baby stuck its head out and then it died inside, it will be matameha. And for that, Isha Mageshes Ba'atzma. And Isha knows if the baby's head went out. And therefore she knows if the baby was ever alive to become a Tameh mess. What does it mean v'tema lo l'chaya greda, l'chaya trido?
Trido is a teretz.
Is what?
Is a teretz to be shy.
Oh, tema lo l'chaya? Oh, okay, here. So, if she's a maven on whether the baby was born or not, so you say that she doesn't become tameh. So she's a maven. She'll tell the chaya, this baby was born. You're tameh. Trida, the mother's too busy. She's busy giving birth. She's going through pain. She's going through everything else. She's not going to remember to tell the chaya whether the baby stuck its head out or not.
Right.
Okay. You're going to go further?
No, come, stop. It's not okay.
Okay.
So morgen wird es Hashem normale Zeit, no?
Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, Mitzvah Shem, yeah.
Und sage so in Kol Tuv.
Kol Tuv. Kol Tuv.